Hello YouTube, Gentleman 2005 here with a review of the Power Rangers Dino Charge wave, I don't know, we're on 6? I honestly can't tell you a wave number, but I do know it is our first wave that is like just a bunch of villains. We did have, Fury and Vivix come out, I guess, separately earlier, but they were also accompanied by, other, like, the Rangers again or something. This is pretty much pure villain figures. And it's pretty awesome. The way I've arranged them is by their product number, just to make it easier, right? So we have Wrench, Curio, Ice Age, or as the box says, Ice Monster, Puzzler, and Bones. So let's take a look at the packaging. I'm going to go through them as I have them stacked next to me. So first is going to be Puzzler. They all have a picture of the villain and say Villain Puzzler on them. On the back is a little paragraph about that particular villain, right? So this talks about, if I can focus it, Puzzler being smart and, well, using puzzles. Down here we see the same Ranger figures we've already seen: Gold, Graphite, the Dino Drive 5, and then Sledge. We have yet to get the Terror Charge, and then Wrench, Curio, Ice Age. We have these two monsters, or actually these three, they're in the second wave with Sledge and the Vivizord, which is right here. And I really don't remember their names offhand, but they'll be on the packaging, and that's really what matters. And then Puzzler and Bones. So all the figures are going to look like that. And all about packaging, I guess. Next is Wrench, right? It says Villain Wrench, and it has him here with his axe. On the back, it talks about Wrench being a mechanical soldier who fools with tools. Right, he does all the spaceship repairs. Right, Curio is next. Right there, he is, and on the back it says that he is was given to Poissandra as a gift from Sledge, and he's a little monster robot that's Poissandra's best buddy and sidekick. Okay, next is Bones. Right, not the detective, but this villain here, and when I put this back on it. It got bent. Let's see. There we go. Bones, him there with his little jar, and on the back it says that he can remove, like how it's in quotes, the backbone of his his victims, taking away their bravery and making them cowards, which we saw when Ivan was trying to decide if he wanted to join the Power Rangers or not. Right, and then finally, this says Ice Monster, but they call him Ice Age. Right, there he is, and on the back, it just says he shoots freeze beams, and he wants to freeze the entire planet to get the Energems, right, and the same villain, same figures there. Now, where'd my little pamphlet go? Oh, here it is. So they each come with this pamphlet. It's a toy checklist, right, shows all of our mix and more figures, right, and then if I keep going along, shows the Dino Spike and the Morpher, and we have Zord Builder at Dino Charge Megazord and Terror Charge Megazord. On the other side, here is a complete figure assortment, right? So we have the main 5, then Graphite and Gold, Dino Charge Megazord, the Dino Drives up top, Terror Charge, Fury, Vivix. Okay, so who got everyone's names? Sledge, Curio, this is Spellbinder. Vivizord, this is Slammer right here. Alright, so Spellbinder, Slammer. Then we have Wrench, Ice Monster, Puzzler, Sting, Rage, and then Bones. Cool. And then on the inside is all of our Dino Charger packs that we've taken a look at already. Plus the 2 we have yet to see, which is the regular Packy and Archelon. So we're going to put that to the side. We can fold it properly. Take a look at our figures, starting with our buddy Wrench over here. I love we're getting more of the generals and just villains in general, right? So we can see his face. He's all sad, right? That's what he's always got, that sad look on his face. This little sad face popping out of his chest, right? He's all like this light bluish gray color. He's got a bat wings on his back. That's neat. And so his head will turn, right? His arms, they move pretty much like this, up and down. and back and forth a little bit up until you reach this shoulder armor. Bend at the elbow, and that's it for his arms. Right, nothing in the waist. His legs move actually back and forth and forward and back, and that's the extent of his articulation. The feet do move a little bit. You gotta wiggle them. They don't move a lot because of the way he's designed. And then he comes with his axe right here. No paint, all the same blue-gray that he is, but pretty neat weapon, right? Little axes are cool. See, then you're just gonna say "forest before me," right? And that's a Mystic Knights joke. No one watching this probably knows what that is anymore, and that's just upsetting to me. Moving along to Curio, a guy I like a lot just because I think he's funny. So he's got like this big goofy hat on that's got like buttons stitched on it and like yarn. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess hair, yarn hair here, and then his face. His head does turn in his little like coat. I don't know if he's like perpetually cold or what. And then like the sleeve thing going on with his arms. There's no bend or anything. He just goes up and down, and that's it. His hands do rotate though. He's got this little smiley face right out there on his stomach. More buttons. He has button nipples. That's kind of weird. But and then he's got like these stitched together pants. Like he looks like he was just put together, like and patched work together. And then that's it. There's no feet or anything articulation. He comes with this little watering pot that I don't know if we've ever seen him actually have on the show. But then and of course his front stomach thing is like a little like coin purse. Like he is adorable. I just really like Curio a lot. So I'm glad we have a figure of him, and I'm just gonna put the little watering thing in his watering can. There we go. That's the word. Watering can. I knew I'd get it eventually. In his hand. Next is the only villain here without an accessory. Right? Ice Age. So when we look at him, we can see he's got like this saber tiger face, kind of, and like these ice spikes coming out of his head, which is pretty restricted in its movement. He's got like these icebergs coming out of his shoulders. So we're going to keep the Titanic far away from him. These big ice claws, which rotate, and then his arms pretty much just go back and forth. I actually kind of like it. It's just a weird look. I don't know, but I like it a lot. He's got ice skates for feet, which again, to me, is just kind of cool. I don't know why. I'm weird. And then his legs. I guess because I live in a place that never sees snow and ice, so to me, it's like, whoa, it's magical. And his legs pretty much have to be straight in order for him to stand because of the whole ice skate thing and the way they're designed. But he's a pretty neat figure. And then, see, and he still doesn't want to stand. So let's try and get him to stand before we go to Puzzler. There we go. Standing figure. Next up is Puzzler. A really goofy guy. And these guys all have really cool designs. I love the monsters for this show. He's got like this maze design going on him. Right? And he's got these fangs and teeth and his little beady eyes. And this the face right there on his stomach. His legs. Now, because of the way he's made, right, his head doesn't move or anything. He'd have to just go and turn his whole body to look. His arms do move mostly back and forth. There's really no other articulation in his arms. There's no elbows. There's no wrist. His legs go back and forth. They do go out, and there is a bend at his knees. And that's pretty much it. So there's Puzzler. He comes with his goal flag, right? And we can just stick it in his hand, and he can be like one of those guys that, you know, calls the games for Mexican soccer and be like, goal, football. I don't know why. I don't think he's like a sports kind of game person. I think he's more like he's like a chess. He likes, you know, he's like a nerdy puzzle guy. He likes those kind of games. So let's put him back here, right? And then finally Bones, right? Very skeletal, right? It's got like a goat head here, right? Looks like mammoth skulls on his shoulders. Very skeletal. It's a really neat design. Like hip bones here, and I guess with like dinosaur bones. I'm not sure what those are supposed to be bones of, but backbones and skulls and teeth, and he's so cool. There's so much going on here. Like it goes crazy. Now his hands are fists, right? Now his head moves ever so slightly. His arms go back and forth and up and down, and that's it. No elbow or wrist. No, nowhere around. Nothing else actually at all. He turns. His leg will turn down here, and that's it because of this big old like skirt dress piece. Now he does have his little jar that he keeps all of his backbones in, and there is a hole right there for this peg so that I can peg it into his leg. Right, he can hang on to it like this for safekeeping, and then he will suck your backbone into it and make Ivan think you're a little pansy who doesn't want to fight, and prompts him to collect a ragtag bunch of misfits to try and fight and protect the Iron Gems. It was funny. That's all I know. It was hilarious. So let's try and center them in the frame. So this is our first group of 5 villain figures. Outside of the initial set of figures, which was just the Foot Soldier and Fury. I like them. I would definitely say to get them if you if you want to get a villain kind of pose thing going on, get something besides just Rangers. They definitely have some really good designs this year. The figures themselves aren't all that bad. They got a lot of articulation on, not all of them, but most of them have a lot of articulation, and some neat things going on. I definitely would recommend getting these figures to go with your Rangers, and just have a whole Sledge's army going on. So yeah, until next time, which hopefully the next Ranger Dino Charge review will be the other villains if I can find them. Check out the podcast, RiseRangersandRambles.com, bringing you the latest Toku news in the craziest way possible. As always, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Bye.